Today, top 100 wide receiver for Texas offense, Joshua Moore hits the transfer portal. The national wide receiver ranked 96th overall in 247 Sports, coming out of Yoakum, Texas in 2018. At number 96, the four-star wide receiver has made a splash his freshman year, had the gun charge earlier on in his sophomore season, had to skip a whole entire season, was not able to play, the NCAA rules violation, not able to play, has had struggles throughout his time throughout the 40 acres. This time the struggles have been on the field. Just recently in practice, he had a heated argument with Coach Steve Sarkisian. We thought everything had been smoothed out. We thought everything was under control. We just thought it was a young player being coached up hard by a player's coach. But to no avail, to no effect, Joshua Moore enters the transfer portal today on Monday morning, the day after the fourth loss in a row. Texas has failed again to come through in the second half, this time failing to the Iowa State Cyclones just this past weekend in Ames, Iowa. And that was apparently the straw that broke the camel's back, as we will see much more movement throughout this offseason. We will see much more movement from 2021 into the 2022 season, as I foresee an overturn of players of 50%. I see players moving off this roster and moving more players being transferred in. I see up to 30 players being in the class of 2022, and for every single player transferred out, you can transfer one right back in. So much movement on the offensive line, much movement on the wide receiver connection, as really only one wide receiver has really stepped it up this whole entire season. Jordan Whittington was having a good season, but he fell down, and broke his collarbone during the Red River shootout against our top rival, Oklahoma, thus leaving Xavier Worthy, the X-Man, being the number one wide receiver for the Texas Longhorns. He's looking to be an absolute playmaker his first season on the 40, as he looks to be a Big 12 performer. He looks to be first team all Big 12, probably going to be a freshman All-America, and might be a third team All-American period coming out of the wide receiver position, as Xavier Worthy has been absolutely exploded onto the field, thus leaving others in the dust, and those others looking to be Joshua Moore, who's looking to pick it up, pack it up, and go into the transfer portal and go to, I have no idea. The class of 2018 commit is going to be from Yoakum, Texas. So who knows where this 6'1", right around 175-pound wide receiver is going to end up. But he has had a controversial time throughout his time on the 40. He has had much turmoil throughout his time on the 40. He did miss a whole entire season due to the NCAA violations. He has had some troubles on the field and off the field with Coach Sarkisian, and on the practice field as well, as he did empty out his locker in the week previous to the Ames, Iowa defeat by the Cyclones. But thus, Monday morning, today on the 8th, he has decided to pick it up and pack it up on the 8th of November and enter the transfer portal. And this has been confirmed by Coach Steve Sarkisian, who he said in his press conference today that yes, that the young wide receiver Joshua Moore is picking it up and packing it up and entering the portal. But this is going to be one of many, I would hate to say, but this might be addition by subtraction from Joshua Moore leaving the football team and going on his adventures other. With that being said, I wish this kid absolutely nothing but the best. Any of the players that are currently on our roster that do decide to transfer out and proceed their talents elsewhere, I wish them nothing but the best. But Texas Longhorns fans, you have to absolutely stay fit. We have to absolutely sit tight, as this is going to be an offseason of much turmoil. We are going to have much turnover during this offseason, from the summer into fall camp. Texas is going to have much turnover going into the fall of 2022, as much of the roster is going to be replaced, as we're probably going to have somewhere in the upwards of 30 recruits in the class of 2022. And you know, Texas Longhorns is going to deep dive into the transfer portal with going to be offensive linemen, linebackers, wide receivers, and of course safeties. With that being said, holla at you, boy. Keep your head in the swivel and your eyes on Texas. Hook 'em up. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, and if you're a Texas fan, a college football fan, and love sports, you must subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you will know as soon as new content is uploaded.